I mean, what's their end game here? What do they really see as that government? What that would look like for our democracy?
Yeah, well, so they have a very dim view of democracy, and this isn't my reading of what they're saying. They told me this. So to be clear, I talked to these guys for hours, right? I sat down for probably 5 hours with Doug Wilson. I talked to a lot of his allies. They're not shy about it. They don't like democracy. It doesn't mean they're going to do away with voting, but they don't think voting is this universal right that I would say the vast majority of Americans think it is. They think that, for example, the big one, women should not have the right to vote. Most women. There's some exceptions, but basically they want the head of the household to have the ultimate vote. They say it would be in discussion with the other people in their house, including women. But basically, you have to wait till you're widowed, and then you're the head of your household officially in their ideology to be a woman who votes. Wow. So, yeah, the 19th Amendment, not big fans of that. So if we're talking about disenfranchisement, I would say that's like the biggest thing that I found where I was like, oh, okay. And they say it, you know, they'll tell you, they're like, yeah, I think it was a mistake. And then people who are not Christian, and really that means people who don't share their strict views of Christianity. So sorry, Mormons, sorry, Catholics. In general, they say people with those views cannot hold office. Some of them say they can't vote. There's a little bit of a mixed bag on that. But yeah, that's the big one. Basically, a lot of people get disenfranchised, and representation looks Christian. It's a nation for Christians, by Christians. Other people can live there, but basically other people need to live there being guided by biblical principles and agreeing to that framework.
That's theocracy. I mean, essentially we're hearing as a modern theocracy, a modern, hard, extreme Christian theocracy in a lot of ways, what we're hearing, aren't we?
And they say it's a theocracy. I mean, that was sort of the amazing thing. I thought things would be sugar-coated for a broader audience, but no, I mean, yeah, I can say that they want a theocracy because, again, I don't have to sort of conjure what they mean. They say, yes, we would like a theocracy, and that is the way it should be, and that's how America was supposed to be. Which, you know, I think a lot of folks in America don't necessarily know the details of their goals. And if they did, certainly the ones who would be on the out group, I think that would give them a lot of pause.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of my challenge. One of the reasons I want to talk about this show. I mean, it's not as sexy as bashing Trump, right? You know, it's not as fun, you know, but I fear that so many of us, especially, you know, in our media fragmented society, those of us, especially here in the Midas Monday, we call our followers and lovely people, we're not being exposed to the truth of what these people are saying. I mean, like I said, as I was researching this, Heath, and listening to your show and doing some, you know, look, the Stu Peters clip is a perfect example. When they say extreme accountability, they mean literally shooting people, like whatever it takes to take over the government. It's a very muscular version of Christianity from what I remember as a child. And then, of course, like I said, the next big thing, of course, is this Project 2025. Russell Vought is a big part of that. I know he's part of the movement.